Good afternoon, Multiverse, and welcome to MNW Warzone. I am your host, Warzone General Manager Jerry Aldini. And with me, as always, is Mr. Pete McPherson.
Hello.
Now, Mr. Michael Montoya has an excused absence. Well, it's more of a court-ordered absence. He has to go do community service today for something that happened that he has pleaded the fifth to us as far as why. But yeah.
So I'm pretty sure he pleaded the fifth, whatever that means.
Yeah, I don't know that he understands how. Anyway, you know what? That doesn't matter because we still have an exciting day for you. It is the fallout of Ragnarok. There are new champions in the multiverse. There are new challengers. There are old challengers looking for new challenges. It is going to be off the hook as we get ready. And of course, a happy spooky season to you all. Happy Halloween, happy Samhain, happy All Saints Day, happy whatever you cosplaying weirdos you are doing. Guacamole's extra.
Heathens.
Fair enough.
I always like that word.
Heathens. Heathens. You lovely heathens, you. So, with that, let's talk about things that happened. Let's talk about Ragnarok. We now have new tag team and champions, as well as a new Nexus Titan champion. We are going to be hearing from Flyboy Bell later today, and we are going to be having some matches, and we're going to be hearing from people talking about High Voltage being the new tag champions. But we also had many exciting moments, including a surprise return last week. To understand more about that, let's turn now to the workshop of the main event mechs.exe.
I know, the port's open. I'm the one that flippin' opened it. Hope you can appreciate what I'm about to do, Malice. Because I need a big guy. And with the beef being VIP's big guy, that means I need you. Sorry to wake you up this early, but here it goes. Positive clamp on. And then negative clamp on. Okay. And the jump start in about 3, 2, 1. Hi, Malice. Wakey. Do you remember everything?
Memory at half capacity. Earliest time date. Warzone registration.
Before Warzone. Do you remember anything past that?
Negative.
Okay. What do you remember last?
Resolution of Big Oof Championship match at Multiverse.
Huh. Okay. That's gonna be a bit of a problem, but I think we can work with this. So, TLDR, Zacho's out of commish. I'm trying to get the Walkgate Hardcore Championship with the help of the Janitor, and I need you as backup. Are you fully operational with your moveset?
All combat functions fully operational.
Preem stuff indeed. Okay, we'll work on the memory issues later. For now, let's get you match ready.
No problemo.
So with that, at least the main event mechs are now up to 2 members functional. We'll have to see how that plays out. In the meantime, you all came here for one reason and one reason only, and that is for some in-ring action. And you know how we're going to start today off, Pete?
Is it a showcase match?
It is a showcase match! Let's head down to ringside.
The following is an 8-man showcase match, and here's your opening event. Introducing first, representing Jeff Inc., Osmen Kilik.
All right. Once again, I'm going to have a talk with the boys in the back of the... It's Osmen Kilik. He doesn't go by Istanbul anymore. Phyllis, talk to somebody. Oh, well. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, Osmen Kilik of Jiff Inc., the first man in today's showcase match. We haven't had a showcase match in a while, so it feels good to get back to them. Also, well, we'll talk about it. We got so much to talk about, including some exciting stuff that is now happening on the MNW YouTube channel.
That is correct. Lots of stuff going on over there.
But in the meantime, Osmen Kilik, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, having had a recent match against his former partner, Constantinople, and if we saw what happened between Constantinople and Mr. Enigma at Ragnarok. So now it's just a question. What's next for Jiff Inc.? And will Seth Jackson quit attacking Todd Bagman, please?
And introducing next, Whitney Lee.
And as we saw at Ragnarok, Whitney Lee, Gunnar Birch, Kelly, and Alistair Evergreen have all teamed up and rebranded themselves the Night's Watch. A fresh new start for a classic team. And they made good showing in that inaugural match at Ragnarok.
And introducing third, Erlking West.
Speaking of somebody who had a showing at Ragnarok, I am still not happy with this man. Erlking West of Legion. A special Iron Cage match had been scheduled between Beowulf and Louis McDonald to keep him out of the ring. And what did he do? He disguised himself as the referee and handed the win to Louis. By the way, we'll be seeing the Wild Hunt in tag team action after this showcase match. In the meantime, these guys, the so-called Fey King. Wonder how he feels about our newest roster member. Who, by the way, also appeared on our YouTube channel. We will be talking about that after this match.
And introducing next, representing the Outlaws, CJR Killer.
The Outlaws, of course, very interested in the recent shakeup in the tag division. We'll be hearing from Theron Eldrazi later on in the program. about the current state of the tag division. In the meantime, his partner, CJR Killer, cash, job, repeat. It's always, you know, they're these mercenaries, but they're great wrestlers, but they're a pain in the ass. Anyway.
What he does, it's literally his name.
Yeah, he lives the life. It can't be his original. I wonder what his real name is. Or, you know what? I don't want to know. That might make me culpable.
Introducing next, the Dagarik.
And now the Dwarven Prince arrives. Ready for in-ring action coming into this showcase match. Man used to be, he has been tag champion. He has been hardcore champion. He, of course, is on a quest to gain accolades in combat before his eventual ascension to the Dwarven throne.
Not to mention the Book of Grudges.
The Book of Grudges, which grows all the time. You know, I thought it was a notebook. It's freaking size of the Gutenberg Bible. And he can add pages.
More of a binder of grudges.
Yeah, really, it's a binder of grudges, but you know.
Doesn't roll off the tongue.
Still. Wouldn't surprise me if a couple members of, in fact, I know a couple members of this showcase are in that book somewhere.
Introducing next, the Latino Beef Bumble.
And here he is, folks. He fly, he be, he sting. Viva la raza! Buck Bumble. Hashtag already trending, there are bees.
There are, in fact, bees, Jerry.
Buck has been on quite the rise in his career lately. Of course, always a fan favorite, but stacking up those
There's
W's.
always a buzz.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for Pete for making it on brand.
Bee-pun plays from Bee-pun.
And introducing next, representing the Conquest Bloodline, Carni-Val.
Oh, thank God he's wearing his bloodline attire. Ladies and gentlemen, this man at Ragnarok tried to get into the ring to help his leader, Samjax, during his match with Mega Blitz X, only to be cut off by our roster's newest member, Jagger Blackthorn, the Omni Slayer. He has some comments on that. We'll hear those later today. In the meantime, here he is in showcase action.
Introducing next, representing VIP, the Doctor of Albanomics.
And here he is representing VIP, the Doctor of Albanomics. You know, not many men are going to come down and wrestle in jorts. And, ladies and gentlemen, he is so far accredited as the second most proficient technical wrestler on the roster, although I know a couple of people that might want to challenge him for that. Not that we'd ever have a match for number 2, but you know how it goes. And with that, we have our 8, and it's on! Immediately, CJR Killer goes after Whitney. Doctor of Albanomics taking on Carni-Val. Oh, Tope Suicida! Buck Bumble going after the fake king.
Right after Carni-Val hard.
Yeah. And Dagarik going after Osmen Kilik, of all people. Well, you know, it's a showcase match. If you're new to MNW, the showcase match created by Flashbang General Manager, Hey Mr. Rabbit. The rules are pretty straightforward. 8 men enter. It is an elimination match. No disqualification. Falls count anywhere. 8 men enter. 1 man leaves.
So far, we've seen the fight pairings up of Osmen Kilik and Dagarik, XR Cocoon and Buck Bumble, Whitney Lee and CJR, and then lastly we have Dr. Albanomics going up against Carni-Val.
I mean, it's kind of interesting. VIP had always touted that they were the top faction in MNW, although it's kind of hard for them to claim that right now when the Multiverse Heavyweight Championship
CJR
is
going for a pin.
And a kick out by Whitney. As I was saying, when the heavyweight belt is held by Samjax, leader of the Conquest Bloodline, maybe this is a little faction rivalry playing out in ring. Oh, Baker's guillotine on Carni-Val. Oh, Carney survives that Muppet endurance. And now 2, kick out at 2 for Osmen Kilik.
Oh, now Buck Bumble going for a pin attempt on XR. Able to kick out before the referee gets there for the count.
But now Whitney on CJR.
2. Kicked out at 2.
And still, all 8 still in the contest. Speaking of factions who consider themselves the top faction, we will be seeing the Murder Cave in action later on in the card against the International Combat Club. And in our main
drop from Carni-Val.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, please. I think the ref might be occupied elsewhere. I don't hear a count. There it is.
This is awkward. There we go.
And a kick out before he can slap his hand.
Oh, Albanomics putting the Carni-Val back in the Maker's guillotine.
Once again. And Cardi taps.
Carni-Val has been
And there goes Erlking West. I'm going to have Phyllis check with the announcer as his mic seems to be cutting a little out. People are asking out there, what is our main event? The main event today, Maximilian Thunder Thighs issued an open challenge. An unknown competitor has answered it, and that will happen in our main event. And a 2 count on Buck Bumble. And Maker's Guillotine. I think it's the Maker's Guillotine the ref is looking at. Whatever's going on with Osmen and Buck. And again, a pinfall too. 2 count on Dagarik. Osmen Kilik trying to get the Ottoman Dreams on Buck Bumble, but because the ref was focused on Alba, Buck was eventually able to break free. And now, right now we have Whitney Lee outside the ring. She's taking in sweet, sweet air. CJR Killer slamming down the Latino B, and the Doctor of Albanomics ignoring the dagger.
Working on his dance moves.
I'm sorry, what?
He was working on his dance moves.
I mean, that makes sense, really, when you think about it. I mean, you always find your chance to practice, and if it's in the middle of a match, it's in the middle of a match. Oh my goodness, Buck and Doctor of Albanomics double teaming Kilik. Strange bedfellows indeed. Of course, Buck is rewarded with a punch to the face. So he throws the Doctor of Albanomics outside the ring.
Just yeeted him out there.
Dagarik throwing him back in, not even caring about Alba. Doctor of Albanomics, there's a contract. I gotta say the whole thing, it drives me nuts. I'm gonna have Gorwheel look at that contract and see if we can get it advised, so that I don't always have to say that mouthful. Power bomb on the Doctor of Albanomics, but the ref was counting Osmen Kilik 2 count. And Whitney was setting something up, and he got a lariat courtesy of Osmen Kilik. And now Ottoman Dreams locked in on Whitney Lee.
Meanwhile, Dagarik going for a pin attempt on Buck Bumble.
2 count. The pins and the submissions are coming fast and furious.
Our referee having a tough time keeping up with all the attempts.
I mean,
now we've got a Maker's Guillotine going in for CJR.
CJR Killer has been eliminated.
And that is the second elimination the Doctor of Albanomics has had with the Maker's Guillotine. I don't think he even, he didn't even care that Osmen was going for an elimination on Whitney. He may pay for that. Whitney, or Osmen, working over the Doctor's leg. And now, Osmen facing the dagger. And going for a pinfall. 1, 2.
Dagarik has been eliminated.
And now it is down. Is it down to 3, or is there someone I don't see right now?
No, it's down to 3.
All right. Maker's Guillotine on Whitney Lee.
Oh, no, I believe you are correct. I think we might have Buck Bumble, but
there's
now
Buck,
we
yeah,
are at 3.
I thought so, but there goes Whitney.
Whitney Lee has been eliminated.
Doctor of Albanomics has eliminated 3 people with the Maker's Guillotine. And that would make Azir Turan a very happy Pharaoh if the Doctor manages... Oh, there he goes, Buck.
Buck Bumble has been eliminated.
Anyway, if the Doctor of Albanomics manages to win, VIP would be very happy. But this is Osmen Kilik. He does not give up. Oh, punch to the gut. Slap to the face. Just raining blows on the GIF member. Chops to the chest, kick to the knee. Oh, he's just brutalizing him. 2.
And your winner, the Doctor of Albanomics.
Well, there you have it. A victory for VIP. And a problem with our sound system. We'll get on that later. But meanwhile, congratulations to VIP and to the Doctor of Albanomics. He had 4 eliminations in that match, I believe. At least 4, maybe 5.
I believe you're correct. That's quite a few.
Yeah, he did. It was a good showing for the Doctor. But in the meantime, there's just, as I said, we have so much chaos. So many things going on. One of the men who was, in that match had something to say earlier. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear now from Carni-Val.
Ooh, Thorny boy! You sure know how to throw us around there.
You mean Blackthorn?
The one and only. Really makes our blood roil and boil, doesn't it, Val?
Yeah, makes us have the tinglies.
Ooh, and how very tingly we are. Makes us really want to try our hands on some, how do you say?
1-on-2 action?
Yes. And we'll make it as close and personal as we can. It would be a shame if we let a chance like this slip away now, wouldn't it?
It would, wouldn't it?
Yes! Let's divide and conquer your hearts!
I should be used to this now with Carni-Val. I should.
Yeah.
Well, in the meantime, I'm just breathe in the good air, breathe out the bad air. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, I'm just glad he came down in his conquest gear today. Meanwhile, somebody has asked, as happens very often, people ask for some mic time here on MNW Warzone. And, fair is fair. So, well, I'm not going to make it any more confusing than I am right now. Let's just head down to ringside. And let's hear from the taxman himself, ladies and gentlemen, Forrest the Fortress Wade.
Excuse me while I take a moment of your time to set some facts straight. Now, this may seem to some of you a little out of nowhere, but I'm here speaking on behalf of all of the absolute units. Myself, Washington, and TJ. And I have a very simple message that I want to give to everyone. We, the absolute units, are declaring war on the Conquest bloodline. Now, you may be asking why. Well, first off, I was the first person to challenge Sam Jax for that title he holds. And yeah, I didn't win. But also, there's more than one way to look at it. The bloodline are running roughshod. You saw it at Ragnarok. They were all coming out to help their boss, their master. And that ain't right. It all just ain't right. So we are standing up. And we're saying, enough. Now I know what you're all thinking. The Conquest bloodline outnumber the absolute units, and you'd be correct if you're counting it that way. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the tax man, and I always play the numbers. I crunch them, and I make them dance to a little tune for me. So, if you want to know what we got planned, well, you just have to wait and see it. But I'll tell you this much. Even Mama has signed off on what we're going to do next. So, the tax man cometh.
Okay, well, that was unexpected, but that does raise a question, though, Pete. How are the units going to address that imbalance in the numbers?
I mean, it sounds like they might have an idea or two.
They might. So, as we get ready for our next matchup, we are going to be having the Wild Hunt in action against the now former tag champions, the Lawds. Before we get there, well, there is a member of the Hunt that has something to say about everything that's been going on. Ladies and gentlemen, Mick Morgan.
The failure of Ragnarok is mine and mine alone. In my confidence in our plan, I failed Beowulf and allowed their snake-eating bastards to make us look like fools. Not again. Never again. Oh, this hunt is not over. It'll never be over. Wes and Louis, you're just but one obstacle that myself and Beowulf will overcome. But the time for honorable combat is over, laddie. When I said to hell with the rules and what the brass wants, Wes, I meant it. You want to start a bloody brawls in the back then, eh? Fine! Keep an eye out looking over your shoulder. You want ambushes leading out to the fights? I'll smash you through the barricades gladly! Oh, you want weapons there? More than happy to put you through a table there, princess! You want a war there, Wes? Then we'll give you and Louis a whole bloody war! You're not the only one who enjoys a bit of bloodshed, eh? So prepare yourself, fake king. And maybe just start begging to Aldini to send ya back to Flashbang.
Oh, McMorgan, I wish they would take him. Oh, you have no idea. But, honestly, Pete, that's about what I'd expect from the Wild Hunt after the shenanigans. Just when they thought they had it set that they could have a straight-up match, they get screwed again.
New shenanigans.
Yeah. And before we head down to ringside, really quick, tweeting out on social media, R. Sawyer, well, if Carney wants another round with me, all he has to do is call. You know what? More power to you, R. Sawyer. That's fine. Carney lately has been like, really? But fine. Meanwhile, we have tag action coming up, so let's head down to ringside.
The following is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, they are the Warzone Tag Team Champions, the Lawds.
I think they're mocking. I think they those. Why are they wearing belts. They lost those last week to... Okay, guys, look, I know the jokes are fine, but I think they're mocking somebody. All right, fine. Meanwhile, Raphael Sampson and Sasquatch Wing will be taking on well, here they come.
And introducing their opponents, the Wild Hunt!
And here they come, the Wild Hunt. You know, these two, even though they haven't been a tag team that long, they have shown great ability to work with each other. Although it is being pointed out to me that this is kilt-on-kilt action.
Well, at least one member of each team.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, now that Squatch is wearing, I mean, you know, apparently he only pulls out the pilot outfit for special occasions.
Let's be honest, I don't want to see either Beowulf or Raphael Sampson in the kill.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, you know, there's a... I could see Beowulf in a utility kill. You know, with all the pockets, and you can easily keep weapons in it.
Get one of these Spanish ones, too.
I mean, yeah, fair enough, actually. And we are going to start this off with Beowulf and Raphael. This is a heck of a matchup, especially with the Lawds coming off of that huge loss at Ragnarok to the High Voltage. Now, it was a great match. Both teams put out their best. But, you know, they still walked away without those belts, although apparently, what happened, the reason they were wearing those belts, High Voltage said, go ahead and wear them out one last time on us. Okay. So apparently, yeah, the Lawds wanted to feel like champs a little bit longer, and the High Voltage said, sure, go ahead.
Tag made by Beowulf.
And now it comes in McMorgan. Oh, scooped up by Squatch, but floats over. Great move by the War Chief. Oh, and then reversed by Squatch. And now, oh! That's a long way to be slammed, folks, let me tell you. I'm going to be honest, when those two first got together, I was like, can the Highlander and the Legend Incarnate coexist? Turns out they do great together. Oh, hung out to dry. And tagging in again. Both teams are doing a good job with the tagging. For those of you who aren't used to it, a good, healthy tag regiment is essential to winning these type of matches. Someone trying to Iron Man it never works out. Not even a 1 count on Sasquatch Wing. Tagging in Beowulf. Oh, going after the ankle of the Squatch. Trying to take away his vertical base. Always a good strategy. And now Squatch
He
bringing
has
it.
a lot of vertical base.
That is a huge vertical base. Squatch trying to bring him to the blue corner. Beowulf saw what was happening and didn't let it happen. And now the hot tag. In comes Raphael. Oh, hammer strike to the back of the myth-made flesh.
Beowulf trying to lift it up. Raphael maybe not capable of lifting a man that size.
I mean, that is a lot of man. Oh, just dumping him outside. Folks, that is a long way to be powerbombed onto not very much cushioning. Oh! Russian leg sweep. Beowulf sizing up his opponent. Now he's going for the lift. Well, not a full lift, but you know, I think that's a case of Beowulf judging from that first attempt and realizing what he could do.
Perhaps.
Oh.
Lifting him up.
Oh.
Beowulf able to float over.
Good float over. This is showing these are two well-oiled teams. Two prime groups, 4 excellent wrestlers. Beowulf, of course, was our Rookie of the Year last year. And a reminder, folks, with it being the end of October, we are very shortly going to have the nominations for this year's Nexus Awards. And right now we have some great choices for Rookie of the Year, but chaos in the ring, all 4 men in the ring.
McMorgan and Sasquatch Wing squaring up.
Now Beowulf trying to get Squatch out of the ring so he can focus on the legal man.
Beowulf and Raphael, the 2 legal men right now.
Oh, that might have done the
Raphael
job,
lifting him
though.
up.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh,
Good job by Beowulf getting out of that
Oh.
chokehold.
by good job, you mean raking at the eyes.
I mean, sometimes, you know, in moments like that, you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes you got to dip into that bag, even if it seems a little distasteful. I mean, there are, not all eye rakes are equal, I'll say that. But let's focus back on the ring and not let me get into my nostalgia about my days in wrestling. McMorgan now
Sasquatch
tagged
Wing
in.
still recovering outside the ring. McMorgan going after Raphael. Raphael able to counter, going for the pin.
Oh, Inzaguri.
Over the tag.
That's something a man of Raphael Sampson's size is able to do an Inzaguri like that.
Very agile.
And now the scoop up. Oh, and the crawling headbutt, a Squatch specialty. He's definitely had his Squatch roast today.
Tag made.
And now, going for the elbow strike, but McMorgan rolls out of the way. And just a standing bulldog. Now bringing his partner back into the action. Oh, neck breaker. And sometimes, you just use your mass if you got it. If you're Raphael Sampson, just tackle him. Hanging him out to dry in front of his partner.
Right off the turnbuckle. Now giving him the boot. Right. Oh, countered by Beowulf made. Beowulf need to make a tag here soon.
He might, but good job. And now here, just backhanding him. But while he was playing to the crowd, he's now facing a different man. Well, Squatch.
And he's chucking him into the corner. Beowulf not in no man's land right now.
Yeah, and after that midnight run, I would have thought that was over, but now Beowulf finds himself having his mask raked on by the Squatch. Oh! Clothesline, and Raphael barely got out of the way in time. And Squatch gonna fly!
Squatch from the top rope to outside the ring. Vicious maneuver.
Now just working on
Again,
the
wrenching
neck.
at that mask.
I mean, we have seen Beowulf fight without that mask before. It's not like Lucha tradition, but still he wears it for a reason. Now he's just waiting for Squatch to get back in the ring. Breaking the count. And now, up, and again the float over. Doing those kind of moves just doesn't work on Beowulf. Now throwing Squatch into the barricade. Oh no. Oh, here it comes. And again the float over. And a suplex. I would stop trying to do those kind of moves on Beowulf at this stage.
Pretty sure they're going to have to get this match back in the ring. There goes Beowulf.
Squatch, come on, that's a 9 count.
Cutting it awfully close, getting back into the ring, but able to do so. And a slam right there.
There we go. 2. Kick out at 2 after that pump handle. McMorgan wanting the tag. Like you said, Beowulf's going to have to get out of there soon. He's been in too long. Oh! Sidewalk slam, and I thought he was going to go for the tag. Instead, he's he's got him. He's got him in the Hawkshaw. Oh, Squatch gets out.
Sasquatch able to power through it before Raphael got to his aid. Discus punch by Sasquatch.
And now Squatch picking up and throwing him over. Squatch going up
and top rank.
Finally, McMorgan
better of it after the tag made by Beowulf.
Yep. Finally, a suplex hit by Squatch. McMorgan did not manage the float over. And in comes Raphael. And headbutt, 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 headbutt. Or as we like to call that, a Scottish hello. Pulling him over, hooking the leg, broken up by Squatch. Unfortunately, Beowulf, I think, is still recovering on the outside, but there goes Squatch. This is McMorgan's chance.
The strength from McMorgan.
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Highlander hits. Oh, I thought he had it. That's kick out at 2 by the judge of the multiverse. Up here. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen. Biblical proportions. 2. Kick out at 2. McMorgan is not giving up. Oh, well, good. That rung his bell. And for good measure, tagging in Squatch, who's going for the pin. Broken up by Beowulf. And now the Legend Incarnate being dumped to the outside by Sasquatch Wing. But that gave McMorgan the moment he needed. Squatch now outside. And he is now at the mercy of the Highland Warrior. And working over the arms. If Squatch can't pick you up, that takes away half his offense. Oh, into the ring post. That is an unforgiving ring post, folks.
Almost looked like he might have damaged it there.
Yeah, I think I see some cracks in it. Great, we're going to have to replace that.
That's fine.
I'll buff out, I'm sure. At least Squatch broke the count. No one wants to win this by count out. At this point, you're just seeing, at this point, McMorgan's taking out all that frustration that he has at Legion, but he's taking it out on the Lawds. We're now up to a 6 count. Somebody's got to get this back in the ring. It looks like Squatch is going to do it, just casually walking over. Breaking the count. That's just, these two want to, they want to have this war outside now. And the float over. Again, that move has just not been working out for Squatch today. And finally, McMorgan taking this back into the ring. If he'll hurry up and get back in the ring. Oh! Double axe handle, but a tag to Beowulf. Oh, he's got him up. He's got him up. I think he was going to be... I think he was going to be going on for the FTB, but Squatch got out of it. Oh, climbing Raphael Sampson. And bringing McMorgan back in. Oh, drop kick.
Right to Raphael's back.
I mean, that was well placed. Oh, so close. Raphael kicked out, but Beowulf did block Squatch from getting the break. Oh, whatever he was planning, Raphael Sampson blocked it. And once again, a slam of biblical proportions.
That has got to be it.
I can't see how it... Well, except for Beowulf breaking up the count.
Oh, and Beowulf able to counter.
I thought that was it. I thought Roth had him, but Beowulf threw him over. I mean, as I said at the beginning, these are two great tag teams who both work so well together. And this is proving it. And again, slamming the Highlander down. Oh, it was going for the punch, but McMorgan ducked out of the way. Oh, going for a neck breaker, pushed off by Raphael. It's just going back and forth now. I swear to you at this point, Pete, I could not predict who's going to win this match. Look at that! So close! So close! Both teams have something to prove. The All Odds after losing their belts at Ragnarok, and of course the Wild Hunt just furious at how they got bamboozled by Legion. Oh, Bulldog with style. Now again, wrenching the neck, using that mask for leverage. And knee to the head. And a jawbreaker by the myth-made flesh. Double axe handle. Tagging back in McMorgan. Can the Highland Warrior bring it home? Again, those Scottish hellos. And now after the 5 count, McMorgan just going for the pin. Squatch going in for the breakup. Got to get Squatch out of there. McMorgan knows this. Oh, he's going to hit him with a Highlander. And now working, slamming down the legal man. Still got to deal with a big ref. Get him out of there. All right, there we go. And Squatch knew his time was up. And now McMorgan with an enziguri to the head. For courtesy Raphael Sampson. Tag made, Squatch coming in again. Folks, this is just so you, as a reminder, this is only our second match.
Yep.
Just yeeting, treating McMorgan like a caber. Beowulf thinking about it. Yep. Oh, unfortunately he dropped him on McMorgan, but still, it's probably less damage than the actual splash would have made. Oh no, McMorgan is outside again. Be careful, Raphael. McMorgan likes it out there.
Well, apparently he's just letting him chill out there. Oh, there he goes.
Well, you know, there's something to be said, but I think McMorgan, I mean, after that battle he had with Squatch outside, he knows what to do out there. Yes, for example, neck breaker. It's becoming clear to me McMorgan loves brawling outside, and taking him out there may not be the best plan. And I think Roth just realized that. Oh! Folks, this has become a pay-per-view quality match between two of our top tag teams. McMorgan now bringing the blows. He wants it so bad he can taste it, but part of that is being smart enough to know when it's time to bring in his partner. Now just sizing him up. Oh, here we go again. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hawkshaw. And
And your winners, the Wild Huns.
My God, what a match. That is what you call a well-earned victory against a top team. Not that anyone could say anything bad about the performance of the Lawds in that, but you could just tell how hungry the hunt was for that victory. Just amazing work. And of course, as we said earlier, right before that match, we had a couple of tweets. First off, on the comment of sending the Erlking back to Flashbang, Craven Allen says, let's not go that far, McMorgan. We kicked West off of Flashbang for a reason. And of course, right before the match, McMorgan tweeted out, it's kilt on kilt combat. Let's go, lads. And go they did. That was an amazing matchup, ladies and gentlemen. I think we can all agree that that was a one for the books. I know we've got the Nexus coming up. That almost would be a match of the year candidate. And tweeting out as soon as he gets backstage, so tag team Sasquatch Wing saying so tag teams grow stronger. Good, just as this one likes it. See, that's just the wholesomeness of Mr. Sasquatch Wing. You know, he is down for the competition. And you know, and he doesn't take losses. You know, he takes losses like a true competitor. So, you know, good on you, Sasquatch Wing. Well, in the meantime, I had said earlier that we had some things to say. So we've got an interesting setup here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear now from the leader of Blood Money. Well, actually, before we get to that, before we hear from the leader of Blood Money, who's getting ready to come down to the ring to address the crowd, let's hear from somebody else, one half of the Outlaws. Ladies and gentlemen, Theron Eldrazi.
Leonid and Wonderball. A little over a month ago, your top man, Aiden Zero, wrote a check that your asses now get to cash on commentary to Jerry Aldini. He said, you could be worse than the Outlaws. The entirety of High Voltage could be worse than the Outlaws. And I let it slide because I thought, there's no way these kids could be worse than us. There's no way they can be meaner than us. But now you have something we want. And the fact is, it's pretty sad when there's only one team on the entire tag roster that we respect, and that's Los Hermanos Bell, because it's come down to everybody on the tag team roster has forgot how to get the job done, doing whatever it takes. But guess what? Guess what, High Voltage? Guess what, Wonderball? Guess what, Leonid? You get a special front row tutoring session from the men who have done whatever it takes to get the job done, lied, cheated, and stealed since we showed up on the roster. So keep those tag titles warm, and when the time comes, you're gonna cough them up. Whether it's with a serpent's kiss or a DOA, they're gonna be ours. So school is in session, boys.
And, well, guess we know what the intentions of Mr. Theron Eldrazi are. Meanwhile, tweeting out on social media, Beowulf tweeting, "Amazing fight, all odds. We definitely need to fight again sometime. You put up a better fight than Legion." Well, from somebody like Beowulf, that is the highest praise you could possibly get. And then McMorgan following up, "I don't know. I think the hunt just showed we can get it done." I believe that's a response right there to what we just heard from Eldrazi. So, yeah, the tag division is heating up, folks. Heating up indeed. But now, as I said, someone has literally paid for mic time. So, without further ado, let's head to ringside and hear from the richest man in the business, Sir Unklydunk. Whoa! So, I suppose you all are wanting to know what I, Sir Unklydunk, your better and truly the richest man there is, thus the best man, has to say. Well, first off, I would like to praise my bodyguard, Mr. Butler. Mr. Butler, well done on going out there and getting your first singles win. I'm so flustered with other things. I'm having trouble talking. But nonetheless, good job. But now that I've praised you, it is time for the admonishment. Mr. Butler, please stop dragging blood money into fights where we do not have the advantage, such as with the Night's Watch. And that is a match we could have won, except that, Mr. Butler, you seemed more focused on cartoons and references than actually having a match. Now, I will admit that on occasion I will succumb to doing a joke or a little dive into insanity. The difference is, I am a former Nexus Titan champion, and I've won a match at Multiverse. So and when I say I, by extension I mean blood money, needs to focus on my promise I made at Multiverse. We need to target and dismantle the so-called heroes of MNW. No more of these petty feuds. And I know just where to start. That's ominous.
Foreboding.
Yeah. I mean, I know he essentially declared war on the company, but now he's saying he's going to dismantle the heroes of MNW? I'm not even sure what he meant by that. Well, while we get ready for our next match, in light of that feud that Mr. Butler was having with a member of the Night's Watch, let's hear from the newest member of that team up. It is Alistair Evergreen.
A little history lesson for you all, okay? For a long time now, the Evergreens have been here, right under your noses. Let's start at the beginning, shall we? In the world of RIW. There was a particular cowboy who tore his way through the company, my beloved ancestor Clayton Pendragon. Then there's my twin sister Ruth Evergreen, who's claimed belts all across the Nexus. By the way, she's the current KMW Huntress Champion. Just thought you should know. We've laid waste to every single place we've stepped. But now, let's look a little bit more recently, because there was a group that arose who seemed destined to claim every speck of gold in the industry. Omega Club was the dominating force in the Nexus. The key word there is was. Anger issues and warring mindsets ran roughshod throughout the club. Key members started dropping off the map, retiring left and right, or deciding that it was time to make a solo run of the industry, leaving the newly inducted members with nothing. Talent squandered. Talent that also has a history with the Evergreen Monarchy. Now, I may not be a cowboy. I'm not a roughneck. I'm no Lion Lotus. And I'm definitely no hero. But I sure as heck am an alpha. My people, my pack, my court. That's why I fight. Try and break my body. I'm not stopping till this team is strapped in gold. Glory to Laveria. You can't ever dream of stopping me. I am Alistair Evergreen, King of Laveria, Lord of Lycans. Remember this when the fear keeps you up at night. I am the Hardcore Hound. And one last tidbit. I despise people who linger. Omega Club is dead. We aren't your boys. I owe you nothing. We owe Omega Club nothing. This is my era. My people. Remember that, okay? Talk to you later.
Well, there's some strong words from Alistair Evergreen. I guess we have another member of royalty on the roster. Is he actually a king? I mean, an actual king with a country and everything? I'm gonna need book on that.
Well, I hope he's just not one of these idiots who just says he's not a part of the country. You know?
Oh God, you know, or it's a micronation.
Yeah, you know, it's the nation of Dave.
You know, it's as long as it's another not Molossia, we'll be okay. Well, be that as it may, it is time for more in-ring action, ladies and gentlemen. Sergeant Major Payne has, with his victory at Ragnarok over Ignacio Cervantes, is able to get back to his boot camp open challenge. And we have, well, let's just say, an interesting challenger has stepped forth. So with that, let's head down to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Sergeant Major Payne.
And here he is, folks. He is the unknown soldier, Sergeant Major Payne. And he, coming off of that great victory at Ragnarok and putting the remnants of Cloud9 to bed, buried in the dirt where it belongs, he is ready to move on. Now, he still has outstanding issues with a member of Blood Money, Nakano Kirishima, but I think after what we heard from Unklydunk, Nakano might be occupied elsewhere. So here we have Payne reopening the challenge, and wait till you see who came forth and said, "I'll take it."
And introducing their opponent, they are West Wind.
and gentlemen, making his MNW debut, West Wind, the newest member of our roster. Now, we don't have a lot of info for you right now on this competitor, but he comes highly recommended and made a great showing in his tryout match. So welcome, Westwind. And those of you who maybe saw MNW Blast on our YouTube channel have already seen him in action. Check that out. MNW Multiverse Nexus Wrestling on YouTube for MNW Blast. But now, with his Warzone official debut, welcome to the roster, Westwind. Now this is going to be an interesting, because since he is a new member of the roster, Payne has no real scouting on this guy. So this is going to be a true challenge. Can Payne make it happen just purely off of dealing with what he knows in the ring? Meanwhile, Westwind with a moonsault from the top. And this man obviously likes to fly, which makes sense because, he's got wings. But all right now, gut wrench suplex by the Sarge.
And of course, this also meaning we have one more nomination for the upcoming Nexus Rookie of the Year.
That's true. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of time to make a showing on that, but he is now our newest rookie, the newest member, and much to Michael Montoya's pain, the 71st member of our current roster. Oh, did you see that kick from the middle rope? Oh, Payne taking him outside. I cannot wait to learn more about Westwind. Who he is, what makes him tick. Right now we're seeing what kind of competitor he is. Oh! Head scissors takedown on Payne on the outside. Okay, so what I'm seeing, strong aerial game, strong kicking game. Now we're doing a little bit of submission to wear down Payne on the outside. Payne responds with a knee to the face. Also, I do have one question though, Pete. How does he see? Is that a blindfold he's wearing?
Look, we've already got one guy on the roster with a blindfold.
That's true. That's true. And it doesn't seem to bother him. Wait, could he be, it's been a while since we've had an actual angel on the roster. Do you think, is he an angel?
Maybe.
Kick out at 2. Oh, drop toe hold. And now, he was going for something off the rope, blocked by Payne, returning the punch. Now, folks, remember, this is Sergeant Major Payne's boot camp challenge. He is trying to rebuild himself after the suffering he had at the hands of his Grandmaster Funk in Cloud 9. And he said, win or lose, I get better every match. Oh, what a moonsault. Kick out at 2. Payne is not going to die. Kane is determined to become a better wrestler every match. This is why he does the Boot Camp Open Challenge as training. And now, picking it. Oh, is this it? Is it? Nope, hanging up to dry. I thought we were about to see a blitzkrieg. Now, what's Payne going for now? All right. Snap suplex. Leg sweep by Westwind. Great showing by Westwind. 2. Oh, controversy.
And your winner, Sergeant Major Payne.
Kane gets the official victory, but Westwind did grab the bottom rope just before the ref counted 3. The ref missed it. So Westwind obviously disappointed because he felt he should have kept going. But that was a great debut. So would not surprise me if these two decide to go again. But I have great expectations for our newcomer. As well as, of course, the unknown soldier himself. And while we set up for our next in-ring moment, as we said at Ragnarok, we had so many great matches last week, including an epic Nexus Titan Championship match that was not without its controversy. Flyboy Bell won the belt off of Kane, but only after Kane was attacked by his, I guess now, former master, XR Kun. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from the new champ.
Victory nunca ha sido más dulce. Victory has never tasted so sweet. And why not? I'm your new Nexus Titan Campeon. And yet, when looking back at the footage, there's so many people saying that I won with Exar Kun's help. Pésame el trasero, campesinos. As far as I'm concerned, he wasn't helping me, he was attacking his own student. After all, he attacked my baby brother to try and get in my head, and boy did it work. I wanted to break Kane's body more than anything else, and in the end, I got what I wanted. I broke him just enough for him to lay down and stay down. He proved to be a bit of a challenge, but not enough. And now is the era of a king. I know I won't hold this title forever, as no king rules forever. But know this, to everyone in the back thinking I'm an easy target. Come at me. I'll show you that you won't overcome me that easily. You'll have to break me. You will have to kill me. Understand? You will have to take me to a level never seen before in MNW. So come on. Climb up the mountain. I'm waiting.
Well, I take from that Flyboy Bell intends to be a fighting champion.
Absolutely.
So good on him. Also tweeting out on social media after that match, Sergeant Major Payne sending a message to Westwind, "Hey Wind, looking at the replay, you got that rope. It's a tough break, but can't win them all. It was a hell of a match, and I can't wait to see what you do. Welcome to the show, and I'll see you around. So, good play by Payne, including admitting what happened. So, there we go. Well, in the meantime, we have somebody else who is coming down to the ring who wants to address the recent activities, and there's been some questions from this person. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's head down and hear from somebody who we've well, let's just say this should be interesting because, ladies and gentlemen, that person that we're going to hear from right now is Mr. Vinsmoke Sanji. We haven't heard much from him since his return.
I'll look forward to see what he's got to say.
So, yep, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Vinsmoke Sanji, the one-time leader of Omega Club. Hey, y'all. I know that there's some questions since I came back about how I'm doing, what my state is, and how I feel about things like title scenes and guys running around with bags on their heads. So let me try to address all of those in a matter of importance. So first off, I'm feeling great. Thank you to Dr. Caliban for his care. I am 100% parasite free, and I'm feeling, physically, I'm in the best condition of my life. It is awesome, and I feel great. Now, one question, since I am a former Multiverse heavyweight champion, I get is, when am I going to get back into the title scene? Why would I want to do that right away? First off, that'd just be unfair to all the new guys who want to make their way into the title scene. It needs to be balanced. So, you know, I'll be a champion again someday. Again, maybe, someday. But for now, let the other guys give it a shot. There's some great guys out there, some great competitors. They can have a go. Now, as for this whole Bagman thing, look, Seth Jackson thinks that he's a hat. I don't... Nah, I don't believe it. Not really. I mean, come on. Come on. You all saw what I was like when I had that baggy hat over my head. It did things to me. And it took a while to get over, but I'm at my best. And I looked at Bagman. He just got a paper bag over his head, Seth. Let it go. All I'm saying is, I'm back and I'm better than ever. So watch this. I guess he's just saying he's feeling fine.
Well, he's ready to get back to action.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it a few times. I do find it interesting, a competitor like Vinsmoke Sanji not wanting to go after titles again. But you know, ease himself back in. Sure, why not? Although he's saying that it's just he doesn't want to be unfair to the young guys. I mean, sure. We'll take that then.
Well, once he starts getting back into England competition, we'll see how long that thought lasts.
Well, that's true. Well, and he's getting there. We will see. I mean, he's no matter what, you can never take away what he did in his career. I mean, you look at the Omega Club he formed. They were the top faction for so long. I mean, whatever else, Vinsmoke had an eye for talent. And so who knows what he's going to do next. But there was a reason he was a top competitor. So we will see. I mean, yeah, his title run did come courtesy of a symbiotic, well, parasitic entity. But, we're not going to hold that against him. He's back and he's doing better than ever. So with that, you know what? It's time for some more in-ring action. And we are going to now see two people who have been doing great work on the roster lately. So I figured, hey, you're both doing so great. Fight each other. Let's head down to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. It's Power Surge.
I mean, Power Surge. Let's talk about this guy. He has been on the roster for a couple of years now, and of late, he has just been putting on great performance after great performance after great performance. The future looks nothing but bright for Power Surge. And the one thing he is still seeking is that elusive first title run. That's the next stage for this guy. And a chance today to add another check mark in the win column. But he's got to face somebody also on an upward trajectory.
And introducing their opponent, Carcharodon.
Speaking of which, Carcharodon, the beast. He is, well, at one point, part man, part shark, part demon. But no longer part man, he has rid himself of any traces of his former humanity. He is now all demon shark. And he has been, well, forgive the pun. Michael's not here, somebody's got to do it. He's been making a splash of late here on the roster. So, Pete, I would normally ask this to Michael, but who do you like in this match?
I think I'm going to have to go with Power Surge.
All right.
I think their time with High Voltage has been very fruitful, and I think that assistance is going to give them the advantage.
Okay. And out of the way from that moonsault. So, yeah, you might be right there. Of course, here's the interesting thing. Both of these wrestlers are high flyers. They both like going to the top rope. Carcharodon, my understanding is he may be a shark demon. He's also a luchador. Whereas Power Surge is a pure cruiserweight. And right now, Power Surge is working over the hand of Carcharodon.
Do we technically have to call them flippers?
I mean, I don't know.
Humanity.
There are creatures other than humans that have hands.
Okay.
So. I mean, hell, half the roster.
That's rope. Oh, springboard.
Nice springboard. Nice pinfall attempt. Again, Power Surge showing a lot of the gut and gumption I expect. Oh, but took too long. Swept up by Carcharodon. Now working over power surges are returning the favor. Oh, now hanging him up on the tree of woe. Oh, just. Uh-oh, this don't look good. Oh no. Power surge trying to get out of the way and oh, stomped. Now Carcharodon in control. Drop kick to the back. And again, that off the top rope moonsault. Oh, standing bulldog. Oh! Was going for, I think that was Abyssal Descent, but Power Surge got out of the way. Going back up top again. Calling him out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh! That was, I thought he was going for a Megalodon impact, but instead that was much more of a head scissors takeover. And now a standing moonsault. Ah, kick to the face, reverses it. And now Power Surge going after that hand again. I am being corrected in back that move was a Dragon Rana. Thank you. Frog Splash. Or as he calls it, the Lightning Strike. And going up top again. Wanting Carcharodon to get up. Oh, and ducked. I think he was going for a circuit breaker, but Carcharodon went, nope. And now working over the back of Powers. Oh, Carcharodon going up top again. Megalodon impact. 2. Kick out at 2. That time Abyssal Descent hits.
And your winner, Carcharodon.
That was a fast-paced but amazing match. Good job by both competitors. But wait, Carcharodon, what? No! You won the match, Carcharodon! Get the hell off of him! There's no reason for that. You won! That is just uncalled for. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
In the meantime, tweeting out on social media, the Crimson Delinquent himself, Nakano Kirishima, saying, I hate to tell you this, West Wind, but if you want to win an MNW, the very last thing you should be is an angel. You know what? You know what? I would be careful saying that in case Fear Strikes hears you and decides to come back. Not all angels, remember, not all angels are nice guys. So, just, think about that. Well, folks, in the meantime, we have another person. There were a lot of very interesting matches that were held at Ragnarok. One of those was, of course, for an opportunity at the Warp Gate Hardcore Championship tag match. R. Sawyer and the Janitor versus Suplex Sam and Ozir Turan, with the stipulation that if Turan and Sam won, that the Janitor and Sawyer could not go after his belt again as long as he held it. And of course, that's what happened. So the Janitor and Sawyer, both who are looking for, as one's calling it the Clean Sweep Challenge and the other going for the Grand Slam, have both hit roadblocks. Well, one of those gentlemen wants to come to ringside to address the issue. And so we are going to go and hear from him right now. So let's head down to ringside and let's hear from the Janitor.
Hello, Multiverse. It is I, your Janitor. Now, I'm sure all of you are expecting me to be disappointed, maybe even upset at what happened at Ragnarok. Disappointed, maybe a touch. However, I am far from discouraged. In fact, I would say I am encouraged. Yes, I would like gold again. I have stated that. But my primary goal has always been to clean up the Nexus. And what last week showed me is that goal should not be ignored during my other efforts. So I have a very straightforward plan. First off, it is my understanding that the Big Oof Championship is an open challenge belt. Well, if that's true, then I'm going to need to challenge this constant nightmare. But I was noticing Sergeant Major Payne. I think that lad's onto something. With his boot camp challenge, his building himself up, win or lose. Now, I already won a match on that new show Blast. You really should check out the YouTube channel. And so that's what I'm going to do. I am going to start having matches to build myself back up, gather a few wins. And once I feel I am in good condition, once I feel I have built myself back up, then Constantinople, I, the Janitor, am coming for your belt. Do keep it clean for me.
Well, there you go. You can't keep a good Janitor down. I also like the fact that he referenced Sergeant Major Payne's challenge and is looking to emulate it. So there you have it, folks. The Janitor. When one plane goes awry, readjust and refocus for his clean sweep. Yeah, the Big Oof is on his list, so why not go after it? That makes perfect sense. Well, I'll be talking with the Janitor afterwards about setting up some matches for him, because I think that's a great plan. Don't you agree, Pete?
I agree completely. I always look forward to seeing matches with the Janitor.
He is, I mean, he's always been one of our top competitors. And this just, it feels right. What he's doing just, I feel like he's on the right track. Well, in the meantime, as we get ready for our next match, there's somebody else who's been on an interesting track of late. And that is, well, Mr. Juan Chance, who we are going to see in ring action here next. But first, he wants to address something because he's been on an interesting streak. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from Juan.
The good Dr. Grimm has had his shot against me twice now. Yet he has failed. But I have no ill will to Senor Grimm. I have not forgotten what you did after I pinned the storyteller before Multiverse. So, let's call ourselves even for now. I truly do respect you as a wrestler and a doctor. Though if you wish to go again, Grimm, I would be delighted to step in the ring again. Just like with a certain commentator. He commented I'm a cockroach. You know what? I am! Because every time you think you've stomped me down, have gotten rid of me, I just pop back up again and again. I am one chance, and you cannot keep me down.
Well, you heard it. One chance who will see an in-ring action. But first, ladies and gentlemen, we have to pay the bills. So we will see that match after this commercial break.
Don't you just hate it when you're in a great one-on-one match, going up for a fly-high-end moonsault when you totally miss and eat more turnbuckle than a ravenous George the Animal Steel? Then you, my friend, might need to get your eyes checked. Hi, I'm former professional wrestler Dr. See It Coming, and we here at Eye to Eye Optometrists specialize in glasses, contact lenses, and overall eye health for the wrestling impaired. Our flexible one-of-a-kind contact lenses are guaranteed to fit all sizes and be a comfort fit even as you get your eyes poked out by your mortal enemy. We even have some eyewitnesses to testify how great these eyes are. Mr. Simon the Psycho, what do you think of your new contact lenses? Oh, God! Oh, there goes our new intern. Ha ha! Come on down and book an appointment with Dr. Seared Coming, and you and I will see eye to eye.
Sup, dudes? Do you want to look as gnarly as one of your favorite wrestlers on show who's holding one of the world titles from MNW? Well, you totally can, without even leaving your couch at Totally Tyler's Titles. For only $39.99, you too can own a complete replica of one of MNW's famous titles, like the MNW World Heavyweight Championship, the Tag Team, the Nexus Titan, the Interdimensional Championship, dude. So you can show up to your parents and show how gnarly you are, or you could secretly try and claim that you're formerly the title champion holder by holding a knockoff title. So come on down to Totally Tyler's Titles, where you can be a title holder today.
No official MNW wrestlers are allowed to hold the titles if they're a replica, unless you want to talk to Jim in the back.
What are you, blind, Rev? He clearly went for a roll-up reverse coil. This just can't be happening. This is some bull!
Is this you? Well, even if it isn't, I'm sure many of you have met these kinds of people, just marking up the walls of your favorite shows. Don't worry, we have the solution. With the Mark Manager. Yes, with the Mark Manager, we clean up the big marks, small marks, marks you didn't realize that were there, and marks that have always been there. We've even updated our product to help you clean off the toughest of marks.
Of course he was gonna lose the championship. If you'll look at my 42-page blog from last week, we can clearly see that the producers were going to have him. Hey, what are you doing? Ah!
So sign up and get your Mark Manager today. And remember, with a little bit of, any mark is manageable.
Fuck, it went up my nose! Come one, come all! The Observer Spectacular Wax Museum would like to welcome you and your family for our lovely establishment. Only $1 per person! Wow! Come and see the wax figurines of your favorite animals, historical figures, wrestlers, food, and even things not of this world. All of the Observer Spectacular Wax Museum displays are totally made of wax and are not made of unwilling subjects. So come on down and see the spectacular sights for yourself.
Note that all the wax figurines are all wax, nothing but wax, but they totally are not people we've kidnapped to try to leech money off of them and bring them back to life. They're just made of wax.
Hey baby, it's me, Suplex Sam, and I'm here to tell you about my brand new experience, baby. On the Suplex Express, we're serving up hot dishes and hot meals for all your homies. It's time for Suplex Sam, the soup made for me, baby. Sam I am. Tired of your lunches being soupless? Don't worry, baby. Suplex Sam's got you covered. We got all the flavors. Wonton Wilson's, the beef drippings, the Doctor of Alphagetti, and the VI Pheromone. And of course, the signature soup, the Plex. So you can have your Suplex any day, anytime with yours truly, baby. So come on down to the Suplex Express and get yourself a can of Suplex Sam.
Are your heebies and jeebies? Are your ants in your pants? Do you get the butterflies in your stomach when you have to go up against a 400-pound, muscle-bound murder man who's trying to beat you in the ring? Don't worry, we have the solution for you. From the makers of the laxative product Let It Go comes the anti-anxiety medication Fuck It All. That's right, with a big old scoop of Fuck It All, you too can get yourself relaxed before any situation. Hand-picked and freshly squeezed from the teats of Tibetan relaxation monks. It comes with absolutely no long-term side effects. No, not at all. Yes, the anti-anxiety can make you stand up and say, fuck it all.
Warning, this product may contain extreme doses of caffeine and methamphetamine. If consumed by more than one human, those 2 humans may or may not cause to duel or explode, and this product is dairy-free.
High Flyer Airlines is the leading air carrier for all professional wrestling. We customized our planes to fit the biggest of egos. With fine velvet and leather seats, a custom-made full banquet by Chef Manatee, and a working vocal booth, so you can make your promos while you're on the go.
Wait a minute, this isn't a bathroom!
High Flyer Airlines. We're leading the air in wrestling care.
I'm stuck inside the booth!
Introducing Mizuki and Nero action figure dolls with intense hand-holding couple action, maximum lewdness. Watch the world's deadliest power couple have intense action conversations.
Honey, did you take out the dog today? I ate the dog! Very good.
Oh yeah! Push the buttons on the back of both action dolls to get both of them to be the parents of a the new Mizuki and Nero action figure dolls.
Each sold separately, but then put together as a couple. And we're back. And before we head down to ringside for our next match, we have a message tweeted out by the constant nightmare Constantinople responding to the Janitor. I'm game if you are, Janitor. I honestly hope you or Sawyer would turn your heads my way. After the disappointment that was Jeff, I need a proper challenge. I'll be here when you're ready. Okay, I guess Constantinople is ready and raring to go. Speaking of raring to go, Pete, are you raring to go for our next match?
Let's head down to the ring.
Let's do that.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Juan Chan.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Juan Chance has been on an interesting roll. As he stated earlier, he has surprisingly clocked in two victories over Dr. Grimm of all people. Both would be considered upsets, but, it's one chance. So upsets are the name of the game when it comes to this guy. So now he's looking for a new challenge, but this match for him, let's say he's going to be facing someone, let's call it a little closer to home.
And introducing their opponent, Ignacio Cervantes.
And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, your social outcast. And he is
after that match with Sergeant Major Payne at Ragnarok, he's decided, yeah, it's time to put the past to bed, move to the future. And he's moving to the future by fighting another luchador. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for some lucha action. And what I'd remind everyone is, we all focus on how socially awkward Ignacio is. But let's remember, he's actually a very talented wrestler.
You are quite correct in that. And here we go.
And right off the eye rake from Ignacio and taking down Juan. Oh! Kind of a kneeling bulldog, or actually more of a DDT, I suppose.
Form of a DDT?
That's a bulldog.
That it is.
God, I hope he's not listening to us. So, meanwhile, here go. Oh, nobody home! Ignacio. The table has been. Oh, or not. Or not. Ah, another DDT. I think Ignacio feels he has something to prove.
Springboard splash.
And oh,
setting him up.
Oh, would that be a surfboard maneuver? What would you call that?
Yeah, sure. Surfboard. Retro surfboard.
Yeah, I like that. And up he goes. And into the turnbuckle. And now Juan looking for taking out the arm. Always a good choice. Again, Juan's got to feel great. He's got a bit of a winning streak. He has some wins over a top competitor. On the other hand, Ignacio looking to rebuild.
Showcasing that strength of his.
Oh, poke to the eye. Dear God. Yeah, it's easy when watching this match. Going off the top. Pretty easy to tell who's the Technico and who's the Rudo in this particular matchup.
I don't listen to hip-hop.
Again, he loves those those hanging on top rope moves. Going for the pin. Can't believe he thought he had him. All I gotta say is, Ignacio, this is a man who beat Dr. Grimm. You think he's gonna go down that easily? For example, roll up.
Small package.
And now just standing on that. I used to occasionally wrestle against a guy who used the small package as his finishing maneuver. Up!
Ignacio able to scout out whatever it was Juan was planning. Somersault.
Yep, hook both legs. And now, measuring them up. Going for there's the Tequila Sunrise. One minute to flip out. Bold leap the frog. Into the ropes. Over goes Juan. or over goes Ignacio, I should say. Juan following him. Now just working him over on the outside. It's kind of a weird area for these guys. It makes sense when McMorgan and Raphael Sampson are fighting on the outside. But two Lucha on the outside just feels odd. All right. Well, Ignacio's gaining some momentum. Working over the arm. Up to a 5 count. This guy's got to get this back in the ring. Oh! Side leg sweep. Oh, up against the... Did they crack another one? The maintenance crew is going to be upset today.
They're finally back in the ring.
Oh, and well, maybe not.
Spoke too soon.
Up, elbow to the face. Good thing to be reminded that, yeah, he does lose. Oh, DDT. Ignacio can be a bit of a striker.
Absolutely.
Working over that arm again. We're up to a 7 count. Somebody better get this back in the ring. We're up to a 9 count. Ignacio, what are you doing?
Oh.
Ignacio wins with Galaxy Brain Tactics.
And your winner, Ignacio Cervantes.
Well, it's a win by countout, but it's a win. I got a feeling this one's not gonna be over. I think Juan is gonna want to have one more match.
Juan Chance is not gonna take this one lightly.
Nope. That was awkward.
Oddly enough, not the most awkward thing we've seen tonight.
You know what? True. Which
saw
seems a
that
little
map
weird.
that Carni-Val took.
Well,
one.
Yeah, it's true. Carni-Val was on the show tonight. You're right. No, I'm not. By the way, to the brass, this is not me saying I want to book a Carni-Val versus Ignacio Cervantes match. That would be too awkward for television. In the meantime, as we get ready for our next match, let's actually hear from the current Multiverse Heavyweight Champion who retained at Ragnarok. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Semjax.
Cut the music. Do I have your attention now? Last week, a chapter in the era of conquest has reached to its conclusion. Now a new chapter begins, one where my intentions will be clear. I am bringing this belt back from the mud and dirt that others have thrown onto me, even if it means I'll have to bluntly do it. The child was about to ruin it all with the help of his own. Gorm zoned that first so he can stop Max. Carni-Val made sure no one tried to disrupt my conquest. And what came crawling up to them? Another piece of flashbang trash. I demand silence! Thank you. Now comes the next question. Who will be the next footnote in my conquest? I have a few names, but saying who it is will mean spoiling the fun. The child screamed at me, saying he wasn't, quote, afraid of death, unquote. He has no idea what true death looks like. I've seen it, and it's not what you all think it is. I, Semjax, will prove to you all the true faces of flaws that will stand against me. The Multiverse Championship will forever be under the banner of the Conquest Bloodline. Deny all you want. I will command you all to love it.
Well, strong words from our champion. But now it's time for some more tag team action. With that, let's take it to the ring.
The following is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the International Combat Club.
There you have it, folks. The ICC. Here's a fun fact. Despite them being a team and all the work with the ICC, this is the first time that these two have tagged since Nice Ice came back. They've been at each other's ringside. Oh, and I'm going to have yet another talk with the crew. Guys, it's ICC, not Eastern Bloc Party. That's what they used to be. They've expanded. They are now international. It is the Siberian Cyborg Nice Ice and the best comedian to come out of the East German Super Soldier program, Locken. And they are looking for new members. We don't know if they've actually chosen anyone yet or not. They've been trying out a lot of people. But they, today, I don't think the people they're fighting today are people they're trying out.
And introducing their opponents, the Murder Cave.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, we have Chazley and Dr. Grimm coming out. Dr. Grimm has been having a rough time of late. As we said earlier, he has lost 2 matches to Juan Chance, so he's looking to get back in the win column.
Yeah, I definitely think Murder Cave in general is looking for a win here tonight.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's weird. It's like he's got ring rust on him. Now, of course, this has all happened ever since he came back from injury. That, of course, happened after his match at Multivania when the quote-unquote device exploded. And he received medical care from his peer, I don't know if you'd call him colleague, Dr. Caliban. And again, he looks, I mean, he's taller, right? I'm not crazy. Well, either way, it's time for them to get it on.
Your penultimate match tonight.
That's right. One more match after this.
Apparently, Locken thinking it funny to suplex the ref. I guess he was going after Chaz and
it missed.
Ref got his way, and
yeah,
now it's Chaz's turn.
Meanwhile, Grim trying to get in and being blocked by Nice Ice. Could actually hear the gears of Nice Ice's cybernetics grinding there. And there goes Chaz working over Locken.
Interesting seeing Chaz out there tonight. We haven't seen him in a while, I think.
No, I haven't seen him in ring in quite. I mean, he's come out a couple times with Grim, but he hasn't actually had any in-ring action until now. There he is being dropped off of the ring post by Locken. Working over the arm. The good arm, the fleshy arm, I should say. I suppose if you asked Chaz Lee, he'd say that hydraulic arm is the good arm. And just getting
Trading
chopped
blows
after
back and forth.
Yeah. Did he just suplex him by his head?
Maybe. Tag made.
Yep. I am being reminded that we may have not seen Chaz Lee on Warzone, but if you check out MNW Blast, you will see Chaz Lee had participated in the Grand Battle. Part of the Brawl for Y'all.
Military press slam.
And back comes Locken. We haven't actually had Dr. Grimm in the match officially yet.
No, we haven't.
Nice Ice once again blocking the Doctor from interfering with the count. And taking him down now. Here we go. Tagging in. Here comes Dr. Grimm. Working him over. Stretching him out. Wonder if Dr. Grimm has any expertise in chiropractics.
I don't know, but maybe if you hum a few bars.
I think he does have a background in music theory.
That one's a little more surprising.
Yeah. And back in comes Chaz Lee. Dr. Grimm just worked him over a little bit. Back out. Oh, just raking the nose. That's just not nice. Chaz Lee in total control. Locken needs a tag. He needs a tag bad. Now, Chaz Lee just standing in the ring, tagging in Grimm. Grimm working the crowd. And now going after Locken. Oh, wind-up punt. Grimm just seemed to be standing there. He wasn't putting up any defense. He saw that punch coming. It's like he couldn't process what was going on for a moment there. It was weird.
Little known fact about Larkin, part of the biochemical operations that turned him into what you see today included replacing all of his bones with funny bones.
True fact. And Grim in the corner again. He can almost hear a humming coming off of the cybernetics of Nice Ice during this. I think maybe he needs a tune-up. Yeah, it's Grim. I'm sorry, Grim's reaction time just seems off.
Yeah, just a little bit off.
Just his timing is just a little bit slow. I wonder if he's just maybe here he's been cleared for in-ring action, but did manage to get the tag to Chaz Lee. And throwing Dr. Grim out of the ring. Coming after Nice Ice. And just slamming him onto the outside of the ring. The hardest part of the ring. Now, gut check. And Chaz taking it back into the ring. Actually, probably a good idea to get... Oh, he's just laughing at Nice Ice. I don't know what's so funny. Neither does Nice Ice, punching him in the face. And tagging Grim back in. Grim goes for a jawbreaker. I personally wouldn't want to be doing a jawbreaker on that cybernetic jaw, but that's just me. Oh, face
his
buster.
Jaw is one of the more reinforced parts of his face.
And again, scooping Grim up. Planting him into the turnbuckle.
His enemy's corner.
Yep. All right, Grim getting some offense in. Oh, gets kicked to the face. In comes Larkin. DDT on the Doctor. Now, wrench in the arm. Chaz coming in for the breakup. Grim recovering, picking up Larkin. And dropping him in the turnbuckle. You got to be impressed. Dr. Grim picking up a big hunk of meat like Larkin so easily. Float over. Grim goes for the kick and the punch. Getting behind and got him set up and snaps duplex. Tagging in Chaz. Yeah, it's interesting, a change up in the Murder Cave's tactics. Usually Grim spends more time in the ring, but mostly this has been Chaz doing more time in the ring than Dr. Grim.
Well, and to be fair, both of them could use to get rid of some of that ring rust.
Yeah, fair enough.
Figuratively and literally.
But now Chaz in the blue corner, not where he wants to be. Choke power bomb. Dr. Grim manages to get in for the save. Now finds himself up against Nice Ice. Pinfall by Chaz on Larkin, only a 2 count. Knocking him down again, going for the pinfall again. 1, 2, but Nice Ice breaks it up by sliding in the ring. That was an impressive breakup. And now I think Lawkin is trying to get the advantage on Chaz, but Chaz is having none of it. Oh, never mind. Lawkin reverses. Meanwhile, Grim and Ice Ice are fighting outside. I think Nice Ice, I heard a huge clang. I think Grim hit Nice Ice in one of his cybernetics.
Nice Ice, Lawkin going for the pin. Almost at 2.5.
So we now have two completely separate battles going on, folks. The Siberian Cyborg versus the Good Doctor, and the Engineer versus the Super Soldier. And Chaz Lee going for the pin. Can he take it? One. Nope. Rope.
Yeah, I see Lawkin's foot right there.
Got it. Ref caught it this time.
It looks like... Oh, yeah. Nice Eyes trying to get back to the ring. Got away from Grim for now.
I think... I don't see where... I don't know if Grim's back. I don't know what happened. And, well, now I do know what's happening now. Nice Ice is in the ring. I imagine his cybernetics reduces the advantage of Chaz Lee's hydraulic arm.
Oh, he's going in for the pin. 1, 2, 3.
And your winners, the International Combat Club.
Well, victory for the ICC as they build up in their new regime. And yeah, the Murder Cave, I mean, especially Dr. Grimm, he just still seems off. I don't know what's going on with them. But I think they need to get their... Dr. Grimm should get that figured out, or it's not going to go well for them.
They do not all seem to be on the same page.
No.
That is for sure.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have one last match, your main event. And let's hear from the man who issued the challenge that led to this event. Ladies and gentlemen, Maximilian Thunderthighs.
Hello, Warzone. It's Maximilian Thunderthighs, and I've got a special treat for you all. See, I got the insider scoop to who I'm fighting in my open challenge. And now, to reveal it, the opponent I'm facing in this open challenge is... my God, it's... Today's promo is sponsored by Shade Rado Hedgens. Shade Rado Hedgens is an online turn-based hedge-trimming RPG with over 400 legendary champ workers to play while you're supposed to be doing your actual job of reffing the digital wrestling match. Come on, legs! And if you use your promo code, This Is a Joke, you can get like 5 maid outfits for your costume in a crystal. You absolute goblin hooligan. Yeah, you sitting in the Twitch chat making your emotes, or sitting in a Discord voice call making all your predictions like, ooh, look at me, I'm in a digital wrestling show. I'm such a smark. God, just get off your computer and touch a piece of grass or something. But after that, join Shade Rado Hedgens today for your epic quests and your epic loot. And that's who I'm fighting today. My God, I can't believe they picked this person. They know how I feel about them, and I don't have to say any more than that. So, good luck to my mystery opponent. Wink, wink. Maximilian, away!
So, yeah. That's okay, folks.
Yep.
We'll know in a moment. But first, tweeting out on social media, Injustice Jake. Neither Lee's hubris nor his cowardice know any bounds. I'm not surprised to see his attempts at guile to be derailed by his overconfidence. In time, he'll pay for that pride tenfold. All right. Fair enough. Thank you, Injustice Jake. But, be that as it may, it's time. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the main event. And since Michael's not here, I'll do the honors. let's do this.
The following is an open challenge match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Gorm.
Well, that's a hell. Well, actually, it makes sense. Last week at Ragnarok, Gorm was coming down to interfere in the title match between Mega Blitz X and Samjax, and he was blocked from getting down there by Maximilian Thunderthighs. So really, this makes sense. Gorm probably wants a little payback against Max. So, yeah, I buy this completely.
And introducing their opponent,
hey, wait a minute, what the hell? That's absolute wash. You did a TJ Gable. That's absolute units. Oh, wait. Back at the beginning of the show, Forrest Wade said that the units were declaring war on the bloodline.
And they did need another partner.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers game, Forrest said he's a tax man. He plays the numbers game.
Can I speculate, has Max joined the Absolute Units?
That's an interesting question. I'm going to have to, right now, Max hasn't even come out. It's just the units working over Gorm. Folks, we got security getting down to the ring, but yeah, that Max nowhere to be seen, and folks, I think, yeah, it's not sure what's going on, but we've got people trying to.
I could be wrong, but I'm going to speculate that 1 + 1 does in fact equal potato.
Yeah, you know what, folks? I don't know what's going on, but so much for our main event. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess that's it for the night. So, I'll have to figure out what's going on. We'll hopefully know more by next week. So, in the meantime, for Pete McPherson, I'm Jerry Aldini. Have a good night, and we'll see you next week here on Warzone. And don't forget to check out the Flashbang pay-per-view Breakdown 9 tomorrow. And of course, check out the MNW YouTube channel for MNW Blast. We'll see you all next week. Good night.
Greetings, members of the Multiverse. My name is Michael Macabre, Harbinger of the Apocalypse, reminding you to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Multiverse Nexus Wrestling. Otherwise, I might have 2 words to sum up your fate. Click Doomsday.